nayo yino
PROU is like a terrorist organization. PROU is like a terrorist organization which is formed to make other people suffer. So I cannot say PROU is not a legal entity. It has no representation. It is not registered. It actually, even the structures he is talking about are not there. Those structures are illegal. How legal are they? Can he tell us what? How can a pressure group have a secretary general? It has never been there. A pressure group does not have a secretary general. I've been a secretary general of a party.
Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this talk show are those of the individuals appearing on the show and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Investigator TV.
Yo, what's up everybody? This is your boy Palazzo. I'm here to introduce you to a brand new app. You know, application impya. Bajita Tubichima Mobile Waste. Yeah man, mwatulabako danga tugenze wakati nuna kasasiro. Kati bobanga omulina ewaka, just call. Yeah man, Tubichima. Download the application. Kweriku Apple, kweriku Android. Yeah man, you can download it on Google Play, in the App Store. Bajita Tubichima. Kasasiro yena ali waka ali kuchalo. Oyagala mamunona, we are the ones otuse. Download the application. Tubichima application. Tubichima Mobile Waste. Tubinona direct. Yeah man.
Welcome to the Investigator TV Polycrime Extra Edition. Like, share, subscribe, and welcome to the show. It's a brand new week full of breaking news. Olunaku why General Muhoozi has fired the one and only Daudi Kabanda, among others. Is this the end of PLU? Keep watching. Then, the abduction of former Kampala mayor and now city lawyer Erias Lukwago. Like, share, subscribe, and welcome to the show. Omwejere Gasia buza kubatulaba.
Namanya agabuza tushagalina. Mweto mutyeyo mwe mutulaba abatulaba balungi mulowooza tuli bubi. Uganda ekigenda maaso tuli bubi. Nobona obabuuza nobona okola otya Uganda tuli bubi. Kwange ekisooka abantu kati babuzibwawo nga bwe baagala. Abantu babata nga bwe baagala mob justice okuta abantu kisuse luli batalooya luli ne bata omuzanyi luli ne bata bakata almost buli muntu kati babatta busi. Eggwanga kati bakitegeeza tuli mu ggwanga beritalina bukulembeze oba eritalina security. So mbeera eyo kati tetuli safe. Nange nubwemba buuzaawo nti musibye mutya mulimu abasuze obi nga batwaliddwako abantu baabwe nga bafiiriddwako abantu baabwe nga waliwo ebyabatuuseeko mulimu abagenda okutuukibwako ebizibu byonna essaawa yonna naffe ffennyini abaliwo essaawa yonna batuyoola kati tetukyalina tuli awo tutambulira mu kutya tutambulira mu kufa tutambulira essaawa yonna bakuyoola essaawa yonna bakutwala bakuyigiriza olulimi lwobadde tomanyi kwegamba tuli mu mbeera efaanana bwetu. Nolwekyo njagala mmwe abatulaba mbagambe mubeere bagumu. Yesu yagamba nti ebiseera eby'okudda bwe biba bituuse mudiraba ebintu ebyenjawulo. Obubonero budiraba obubonero. Abantu balyamu bannaabwe enkwe, abantu balita bannaabwe, abantu balikola bwe biti. Twakitegeeza nti obubonero obw'okudda butuuse. Olwaliro bw'olaba bigenda mu maaso either Yesu akomawo oba mulimu omukulembeze agenda. Simanyi oba yaani nange simumanyi naye ng'obubonero bwe butyo bwe bulaga. So n'olwekyo byensobola okubagamba kati nti ensi weetuuse tetukyalina ne kye tubabuuzaako. N'obwe tunaababuuza n'obwe tutaababuuze ffe tuli wano kwogera naye bye twogera kati batuliko. Nze waliwo omusirikale yaŋŋamba, omusirikale mukulu yaŋŋamba n'aŋŋamba nti gwe bakuliko bakulondoola buli kyoyogera buli kyokola naye nga nti sinna kyenkola kubanga seekwese nze mbeeruva wano ngenda wange sinna muntu gwenkola naye lutalo sinna gwenkola ki naye bwebitulo biri okujjako kaneebaze muganda affe Afande Sebagala Afande Hamilton Sebagala n'omukyala n'abaana bannange embaga gye mwakoze over the weekend embaga y'abaana yabadde nnungi Aaron ne Aris congratulations mwebali kutuuka ku makula ag'okukola obufumbo obutukuvu twagala kubeebaza mwatuyise ne tulya ekimere ne mutuwaayo n'engeri gy'okutambula ate okudda awaka kyabadde kirungi bannange Afande Sebagala ye alinga atali musirikale engeri gye yayisaamu abantu n'engeri gy'akwatamu abantu era ne speech ye wagiwulidde yayogedde bulungi neyeebaza mukama we Pulezidenti Museveni olw'okumuwa omulimu ekiseera ekyo n'okulabirira abaana be ate era n'okumuleka n'akola emirimu era n'agamba nti akyali ready okuweereza genda obuweereza ffe tulina buzibu n'omuntu aweereza twagala kwebaza Anthony Jeno eyabaddeyo Sam Mayanja tuwebale kujja waweesebuuza omukolo ekitiibwa bana omukolo gwabadde gwa kitiibwa bwe twabadde batutuuziza ku meeza eya waggulu number 1 mwebale nnyo ekitiibwa kye mwatuwadde mwebale okutuwa ebyokulya mwebale okutuwa ebyokunywa mwebale okutulabirira n'okutufaako obwedda Afande Sebagala gy'anaatubuuziraga muri mutya kakike mwetaaga banaye kyabadde kikulu nnyo mwebale kwagala Investigator TV ne Investigator Team twabaddeyo mwebale byonna bye mwakoze abaana tubaagaliza obufumbo obulungi tubaagaliza obulamu obulungi tubaagaliza ezzadde eddungi mbonna abaana bo bonna gye bali kubanga watulaze omukwano ogw'enjawulo webale nnyo Afande tukwagala nnyo Mukama akuwa omukisa naalongo mutulabire mbeere bulungi bannange mwebale
Wow. Then to family Reverend Canon Ndaula, he's still in hospital, hospitalized. Chalimu ICU, Walimu Mengo Hospital. Please pray for our brothers, boss and friend Stanley Ndugu Ndaula in this trying moment. Wamu ne family yonna engeri jeri. Prayers to them for the quick healing of the elderly gentleman.
So twagala kusaasira efamily eb'okulwaza muze nagendayo e Mengo nga ali mukoma era ne kakata kyali mukoma tumusabira twagala kusabira Kanoni nti Mukama eyakutonda yamanyi obuddemu ku nsi kuno era buli kimu kyonna yakiteekateeka okoze emirimu mingi n'okola n'oweereza ng'omuweereza wa Katonda n'otuusa n'ekiseera ekyokuwummula obuweereza naye omuweereza tawummula asigala aweereza mbadde nayitwalirayo wano jiuzi nga tunyumya wani munyumya nnyo bambe ne tunyumya ne kati bwe nawulidde nti mugonvu nabadde nina okudduka ngende mulabeko waakiri nzikiriza mu mutima nti Katonda alina enteekateeka ye era tumuwe ekiseera ekyokwetegereza omutima gwe obulamu bwe n'okulaba kiki ekiddako. Amen.
Wow. Straight to the news. Former Kampala mayor and chief honcho wa PFF at the same time Kampala lawyer who represents Colonel Dr. Kiza Besigye mweri kesi ya treason and misprision of treason. Elias Lukwago was arrested in Kampala this morning. According to press reports, the president of the opposition People's Front for Freedom, PFF, and former Kampala Lord Mayor Elias Lukwago was on Monday morning seized from his residence in Wakaliga under circumstances that remained unclear. Details surrounding the operation and any case linked to his arrest were not immediately available. Lukwago had been scheduled to appear on a television interview but later opted to conduct it from his residence, according to sources close to him. Border riders in the neighborhood said they noticed security operatives in the area as early as 5 a.m. They reported seeing one numberless vehicle and another with registration plates carrying an estimated 8 people dressed in military uniforms and civilian clothing. Witnesses say that the operatives then entered the premises by scaling the perimeter fence before moving inside the house of the opposition politician and lawyer who is part of the defense team representing detained veteran opposition leader Dr. Kiza Besigye. In an apparent reference to the operation, Uganda's military chief and first son, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, later posted on his social media saying that I have captured a fool and taken him into the basement. However, General Muhoozi did not identify the individual he was referring to, and it is not immediately clear whether the post was related to Lukwago's reported arrest.
Somebody has talked about the arrest of the Lord Mayor, former or emeritus, Honorable Elias Lukwago. I'm not aware, but in the event that I get more information about it, we can always share it. Yeah.
Counsel Gideon Tugume, you know the legal ways of somebody being arrested or when they should report to the police station for any issue that they may be required to answer or give a statement thereunto. The now known and apparent arrest or abduction of Counsel Elias Lukwago, did you see it coming, and did it take the required legal procedure of the same?
Afubadde kumakya ssaawa nga 4 Sano nga badde amaze okulya ekyenkya alina abamawulire abamulindiridde wansi. Bw'amaze okwogera nabo tugenza okuwulira nti waliwo abaserikale abayingidde. Batugambye basaze ssennyinga abo waggulu gye bayingira bakupa ekikomera ne bayingira ne bajja ne bamunoonya buli wabadde. Bamusanze mu kisindi bazzeeko ne bakunkuna badde naye omwana yakunkuna kitundu kikigenda mu maaso ne mbakubira mbagudde nzopansi babadde bangi simanyi bayinza ya SFC babaddemu ne bajja ne bamuarestinga ngezezaako okurestinga kuliko omu abaddeko ndowooza ye komanda waabwe kuba yeetabadde mu uniform. Nankwata omukono n'agunyoola nankuba amagulu n'engwa wansi ndowooza kubayita akalati nankuba tuniva wansi ne bayingira ne bagenda ne bamugyayo bamugamba leeta essimu ne batulatulako arawundi ndowooza tebalabye wakituusa batetuusa omuntu yali twana ne bamufiirumya ng'awanise emikono bwati. Tutuuse ndowooza okwetiniisinga kye tutalabangako ebintu bya Amin whether to be but I think this is a new regime generated through because it is really bad. It is really bad. Bwabanga alowooza nti agenda okuddako okutufuga ng'agenda tufuga bwati. Already we are saying no. Atayina kintu kye yali aganye ku respecting nti oleeta summons n'omuserving akeera enkya n'areporting. Lwaki tebaakoze ekyo okutuuka okulinnya ekisaakaate ne bajja ne bayingira ne bamenya enzigi ne bayingira mu bisenge talina kyeyabye tebamukute nti ya.
Amateeka ga Uganda mu Criminal Procedure Code Act and Criminal Procedure Rules bakolaga bulungi nti omuntu bw'aba agenda okukwatibwa bw'aba nga amukwata alina okulaga alina okwidentifyinga n'agamba nze gundi ne gundi nze kukwata oyo ateebwa nga alina warrant of arrest for any issue. However, the same law egamba nti any person can arrest a suspected person of any offense. Omuntu yenna n'obwaba bwe nosanga omuntu nomususpectinga nga alina omusango gwagenda okuzza oba gwanaatera okuzza osobola omukwata. It however goes ahead and says that a person arrested by any person, whether a police officer or any person, shall be taken to a police station where that person shall record a statement. Then after recording a statement, by identifying his residence and his names, or her names or her residence, then thereafter can seek for either a police bond or that person must be taken before a magistrate or courts of law within 48 hours. Era etteeka lyerimu likugamba nti omuntu abakwatiddwa bonna within a period of 24 hours, they are supposed to be reported to the magistrate or to the resident state attorney. Okulaba nga fayiro zaabwe zitunulwamu balabe oba balina emisango oba tebagirina. Actually, to be arrested is not a problem. But a problem is being arrested and not arraigned before court, or without releasing someone on bond, bwabanga ddala tebanaba kwetegeka ku kintu ekyo. Ekibi kya Erias Lukwago, Council Erias Lukwago, nti basobola omukwata ne bamuleeterako ebisango ebyedda ebyayita. Nakugambako wano nti baali bamutaddeko omusango wenu Dr. Kiza Besigye n'abalala ne Kayihura, General Kayihura yabateekako omusango nga babatutte wa Grace Akulo oba Akulo babalaga fayiro bagamba muziraba nti naye tetugenda bakwata nti mudeyiika zonna ziri sanctioned, ziri fayiro nga musango. So those files one can pass behind like this and arrest you. N'atuuka ne bagamba lwaki bamukutte ne bakuteekako omusango guwaza emyaka 10 oba 15 emabega. So it doesn't matter how long it takes for a criminal offense omuntu okukwata n'akucharginga ku musango gwe gumu, as long as there was a sanctioned file ng'eri awo bakuleeta ne bakwaniralinga before court ne bakuma bail n'ogenda n'obeera gy'obeera. So it is unfortunate. Ekisinga okuntiisaamu kiri nti yabadde agenda cross examininga bano abasirikale abagenda bakwata Dr. Besigye e Kenya ne babaleeta wano. Ate era ne General Muhoozi yabadde alina okulabikako mu maaso g'omulamuzi. Naye mu ebyo byonna bamukwata ne bamuteeka gye bamutadde. Kiba kitegeeza balekedde Karuwa. Ate ne Karuwa naye etali safe. She's not safe. Yeah.
Is Aaron Kiza still on that panel of judges, of lawyers?
Yandibaddeko naye engeri gye bamuyisaamu ayisa mu bail. He's on bail. Kati kwegamba banange, I don't know. Simanyi kiki ekigenda maaso. Omanyi kati ennaku zino n'oba olaba mob justice yeeyongedde. Byebyo bati omuntu yandikuyambyeko okurepresentinga mu kooti. Ne basalawo ne bamukwata ne bamuteeka awantu n'osigala ng'oli unrepresented. Omuntu obeera n'omusango mu kooti ne gumala emyaka 2 ng'oli eyo. So abantu people are hopeless. Baweddemu essuubi. Abantu bali kwegamba ebintu bibasobedde. General Muhoozi buli kintu kyonna yakola kyayagala, bw'agamba nti mukwate nga bamukwata. Kati immediately bafulumya statement era alufarenga tu Lukwago. Naye it is very unfortunate. Lukwago oyo gw'olaba mugonvu. Yalwala ne batuuka okumutwala e Nairobi. Era e Nakasero we yagenda, yasooka okugenda e Nakasero, waliwo yali ayagala omutirayo. Dr. Besigye yamutaasa n'akitegeera ne bategeeza abadokita ne bategeezaako Dr. Besigye. Immediately Dr. Besigye n'agamba mujeyo n'omutwala Nairobi. N'asobola okudda nga mulamu. Singa okwata omuntu bw'otu n'omutwala gy'omututte n'akufiirako. Lukwago is a younger man, but he's an old man. He's 56 years.
He's a young man but an old man.
An old man. Okitegeera. Kitegeeza nti ebintu ebimu tulina okubeera okwerestraininga. Tuleme okutwala ebintu nga arresting as if it is just a normal way of punishing people or punishing everybody. Enkya kiyinza okutuuka ku muntu mulala. This thing, by the way, of illegal detention, abduction, n'ebirala, biyinza okuddira General Muhoozi ne banne. It can come back to them. Whoever talks n'ogamba oyo bamukwate. Whoever represents somebody n'ogamba oyo bamukwate. Whoever does what n'ogamba bamukwate. Tomorrow it can catch up with you. Togenda kumara buyinza okumara myaka 2. No. People around, they are around. Abalala ojja bakwata batukuma ojja bata ojja kukola ki bajja kwosibe naye there will be those who will remain. Kwanga nawe tori muto. General Moses is 52. He's not also young. Kitegeera ye myaka gye tulimu. Lwaki tubonyabonya nga tuli myaka gye gimu?
Could there be a scenario where Council Elias Lukwago was prior summoned and failed to go to either police or any other sister security agency that would have tempted these people to swing into operation?
I don't know.
This is an opposition leader, a former mayor.
No, being a lawyer, he knows very well that you cannot resist a summon to appear before a police officer, or you cannot resist an arrest. You shouldn't. Because of resisting an arrest, that means a police officer or anybody arresting you is legally supposed to use all the means to ensure that you are arrested. Kastoria janagamba nze kukwata tugumeze zijjamu engalo. Olunayimirirawo kati n'agamba nzize kukwata bakuntumye ku CPS engato nzigiramu wano n'omusipi. Ate sinza atya komera nze olukira bwe nti engato nzigjamu n'omusipi nga ngugjamu nze ngenda bugenzi. Kwanga ligale nkimanyi mu mateeka nti you are not supposed to resist arrest. So sikiwanti Honorable Elias Lukwago basobola okumuwa summons agende and reporting to a police station oba anywhere n'agaana. What would have done? Yandibadde ayise bannamawulire n'abagamba nti have been summoned for the charges I don't know. So maybe they want to arrest me. So as such, ekyo sikikiriza nti bamuyise n'abagaana. Secondly, abantu abasobola okumukwata balage mu byambalo by'amagye. Much as everybody can arrest, naye bakugamba if you are not a police officer and you are another person, you don't need to come in a military fatigue because it scares everybody. Nojja nkoyambadde ebyambalo by'amagye n'okola ki? No, it doesn't. The people allowed to arrest, a police officer can arrest, a security like ISO can arrest, but take police, a magistrate or omulamuzi asobola ordering for an arrest akkirizibwa mu mateeka under Criminal Procedure Code Act kisoboka and Criminal Procedure Rules kisoboka ekyo. Naye kati omuloodi Elias Lukwago engeri gye bamukwatamu n'okutuuka okulinnya ekikomera, it is unnecessary. Mu mateeka tekikkirizibwa. That is intruding into somebody's residence by jumping over the wall, the perimeter wall, and arrest somebody by force of that nature. The arrest should never be by force unless somebody resists arrest. Naye omuntu nga ozze n'ongamba tugende, you are not supposed to torture me, you are not supposed to harass me, you are not supposed to do anything else until I reach the police station to record a statement. Ate no bwentuukayo, you don't harass me, you don't torture me, you only make me do or write a statement in the presence of my lawyer. So simanyi lwaki bakola ebintu ebyo bakola. Ebintu ebyo bakola bigenda kubaddira with time. Tubagamba because we are Ugandans. Me, I have nothing to lose. Even if you kill me today, I will die and nothing else. Nzinabagamba, I can die, nothing else. Naye mulekeraawo okozesa amaanyi agasukiridde mu kutiisatiisa bannayuganda n'okubakwata mu ngeri eteetaagisa. It is very unfortunate temusobola okukola ebintu ebyo. Ebintu ebyo byaliwo mu biseera biri ebya gavumenti zaavaako. Era ne muyimba n'oluyimba nti mwayagala okutereeza Uganda, mulabe nti mugitereeza erimu okubaamu ebyaliwo ebyokukwatira abantu obwereere, ebyokusiba abantu, ebyokukola biki, ebyo byonna ne mulanga mwabijjawo. Kibi nnyo okubanga mu kaseera kano abalala mugenza okweyagala ekyankwanzi n'okulya ebicepere naye nga bannamwe abali ku opposition bali mukomera bamunda. Very very unfortunate. Kati omuntu nga lawyer a council, a lawyer is an officer of court. Nti gwe olina bw'obanga woli wonna court erina okuwa ekitiibwa nga bw'ogiwa ekitiibwa kubanga you are an office of court. Si muntu gw'osobola okusanga awo n'otandika okuwalaawala n'otandika okusika ebitogi n'otandika okutwala. Lawyer bamuwa ekitiibwa kubanga lawyer ye mulamuzi, lawyer ye mulwanyirizi w'eddembe, lawyer yasobola okutabaganya abantu oba it is opposition oba it is what. Naye wano mu Uganda kati mutufudde ng'ekitagasa, mukwataga bumwagala, mukubanga bumwagala, muwalawala nga bumwagala. Nze nali ngenda okusoma amateeka engeri gye bampisaamu nagikugambako wano. Ne bwe nagenda KIU nga banemeseza IUIU ebizibu bye nasanga makisi zange oli bagamba nti omwaka guweddeko zonna ne bazibuza zonna nga bagezaako okukola ki okunemesa okusoma amateeka. Nayita mu bugubi bw'otolabanga nze okufunamu okusoma amateeka naye nga tebaagala nga some, not because of anything else, because they know they don't want you to legally exist and have the knowledge, the legal knowledge which would help others. So tulina obuzibu mu ggwanga Uganda obukyayi bungi. Omanyi Noah bwe yakwata eryato Katonda n'amulagira okuteekamu ebintu bibiri. Bwe yali mu maaso mu lyato ng'eri yagenda okudda, egundi yali esigadde endogoyi ng'esigadde naye endogoyi n'ebuuka n'egwa mu ki. Bwe yali agenda kubuuka kugwa mu lyato, Sitaani yakwata ku mukira gw'endogoyi n'agwa nayo mu lyato. Kati Noah agenda okuva eri ng'alaba eryato lyenyeenya, ogenda okutuuka ng'alaba ekintu kitategeereka, si bisolo, si muntu, si kinaabuuza gwani. N'agamba nze Sitaani. Ojja obuuza Abasiraamu bakubuulire, n'amugamba nti Sitaani onoonya ekiwa? N'amugamba nti nze Katonda nange yantonda ndi kitonde, siyinza kusigala ku nsi. Naye ebindeese biri ebintu 5 mu lyato lino, naye ngenda kugambako 3, ebibiri byesigalize. Aba ali awo Noah ng'awuliriza malayika Gabriel, Katonda asindika malayika n'amugamba nti Sitaani agenda kukulimba ebintu 3 byagenda okugamba.
Kye batugamba ng'okukema.
N'agamba nti ebintu 3 byagenda okugamba bya bulimba, akugambe biri ebibiri. Mugamba akugambe biri ebibiri, 3 abireke. N'amugamba kakati Sitaani nti ye mbuulira bino ebibiri by'obadde ogenda okwesigaliza 3 naawe mbikuwadde obisigaze. Bwe yali agenda okutamwala n'amala n'amugamba nti ekindeese wamu ekisooka mu bibiri bye nnina okugamba bukyayi, ekindeese wamu kwe kuleeta obukyayi mu lyato lino, ekyokubiri kwe kuleeta enjawukana. Era byali ebintu bibiri byagamba era Sitaani byakola.
Council Elias Lukwago is no stranger to arbitrary arrests. Waliwo when he famously was arrested nasoka nakuba kali akagundike. Could it be that security forces bakonkonye nagano okugulawo?
No, I'm telling you, you issue summons. Is not a common man. Honorable Lukwago. Bw'ofulumya summons n'omuwa n'omugaa tukwetaaga ekibuli agenda, he will go on a clear charges, but now we don't know what are the charges. Luddawa bamusibiddewa, because we need to see him, we need to stand with him.
What is the window between such an arrest and formal information being relayed? Twagamba mtino it's 48 hours.
Yes.
Hey.
Actually,
is it too early for us to?
No. Actually, nze nkugambye nti within 24 hours, a person arrested, all those that are listed are supposed to be, they are supposed to be in, a judge or a magistrate of the area with the jurisdiction is supposed to be known, is supposed to know of what has happened. So you are supposed to take a list of those arrested within that period. So that means that by taking to a judge or magistrate, then you are taking to actually the resident state attorney for sanctioning of the file. And you cannot sanction the file. The RSA cannot peruse through the file which has no statement of the what? of the suspect. So the suspect has to be given time to record a statement. Yes. So, under Criminal Procedure Rules and Criminal Procedure Act Code, Code Act, ekulaga mu engeri ki gy'osobola okubeera arrested. Toyinza kulinnya kikomera kya muntu ng'ogenda okukwata muntu atagaanye okumukwata. No. Omuntu alina privacy okubeera alina right to privacy okubeera mu maka ge nga tewali kimutaataaganyiza. Buli lw'olinya ekikomera abaana obakanga, omukyalo omukanga, you are bringing havoc into the family. Kyokka ate amateeka gakulagira engeri gy'osobola okukwatamu omuntu. Tera sobola kugaana nti ogambe tuze kumukwata n'agaana. Tasitaliiwo tasobola. So nze nsuubira baagala n'okikozesa kubanga bwe bali muyinza, be balina emmundu, be balina ssente, be balina emmotoka, be balina buli kimu. So baagala kulaga eryanyi. Naye eryanyi eryo lyonoona eggwanga. You are violating human rights. And human rights is a God given. It is not granted by the state. At some time, you will answer those violations. You will answer.
There is an interesting tweet that came ku handle eriko Muhoze Kaineru Gaba ngeriko ka blue tick ngegenda bwet Mbu he summoned me. How do you dare to utter those words? Only Muzei can summon me. This fool will learn the lesson he has been begging for.
Auntie Kugambi, the lesson Muhozi is talking about, yes, people will learn those lessons he's talking about. But will he at time also learn the same lesson? Even more, even harder than that. If Yagant Mzee is the only one who can summon him, one who is lying, he will appear before court. Muhozi, if he fails to appear before court, even if he arrests Lukwago, there are many lawyers who can go to court and stand with Dr. Besigye and others. Many, including the Law Society. Uganda Law Society, we can even send people. Because this is an issue of human rights. Representation of a person in a court is a human rights. Presumption of innocence.
Until.
Yes, the person is presumed innocent until that person has either pleaded guilty or has been adjudged to be guilty of an offense. Dr. Besigye is still a free man. You can't arrest a lawyer simply because has talked about you, has said you appear before court. No, you can't. Where will you go? You are saying you are not appearing before court. Even if you arrest him, a warrant will not be closed simply because you have arrested the lawyer. No, it will continue. Other lawyers will continue and do the work. So, Pagragamba General Muhozi, in a simple terms, not in a humble way, is a Ugandan, or why is a Ugandan, or why is a what? Actually, if we are saying he's not a Ugandan, but we don't care whether he's a CDF or what, as long as his father is still a president of this country. We don't care. But you respect Ugandans, respect the human rights. Yes, that's what we are saying. You can pick me even up. You can pick me up tomorrow or today. I don't care whether you pick me or not. But we are saying respect human rights. This is a country. It is a democratic country. Your father went to the bush 5 years fighting and he never fought alone. He fought together with our parents who died trying to liberate this country. So you cannot make everybody to die on their knees simply because you are the CDF. You are not the only CDF. There have been CDF. There have been other people as the commander of the UPDF. General Muntu was there. The late Tumwine was there. The Katzini Mugenzi Yaribo. There are those who died.
The difference is that they were not first sons.
No, Auntie, if you are a first son, don't misuse your authority. Because misusing authority is an offense in Ugandan law. When you misuse your authority, then that is an offense. So we are saying that General Muhozi, whichever you are doing, do it within the confines of the law. Otherwise, if you proceed in that way, keeping on, torturing people, ordering them to be tortured.
Allegedly torturing.
Yes, no, you are torturing them. You told Ed Mutwe that I'm going to cut off your beards, and you did so. A person has a reason why he's growing a beard. No, but you're saying you are arresting him, you are taking him to run with Nyankore. The man has never returned home. That is very, very unfortunate. Abantu ababuze ne babulawo completely nga batiddwa bayitirivu. Akwata abantu tebagenda mu kooti. Bajenero birungi bali mu komera, ne ba captain ani, bonna bakanwani bali mu komera. They are not being taken either to court martial or to normal courts. That's not the way to go, Mr. General, the first son. No.
Still with General Muhoozi Katugende ku Patriotic League of Uganda, there has been a big earthquake shakeup more central committee of PLU, and it is said that General Muhoozi Kainerugaba has dropped several influential members of the Patriotic League of Uganda PLU Central Committee in a major restructuring of the organization's top leadership, retaining only 4 from the previous team. In the post published on X on Monday morning, Muhoozi announced plans to appoint a new central committee, saying the organization required fresh leadership to confront emerging challenges. In the next few months, I will appoint a new membership of the Central Committee of PLU. We achieved what we set out for with the previous team. The new challenges that face us need a fresh team, Muhoozi said. Shortly afterwards, he revealed that only businessman Michael Nwagira, popularly known as Toyota, lawyer Edwin Karujire, Igara East MP Michael Mawanda, and journalist Andrew Mwenda would remain on the committee. I am retaining Michael Nwagira, Edwin Karujire, Honorable Michael Mawanda, and Andrew Mwenda on the Central Committee of PLU. The rest will be announced soon. The announcement effectively removes several prominent PLU figures from the movement's highest decision-making organ, including Secretary General and Kasambia County MP David Kabanda, State Minister for Youth and Children's Affairs Balam Barugahara, State for Relief Minister Lillian Aber, and businessman Frank Gashumba, while moderator and veteran mobilizer Henry Basaliza also has been pushed out. The person who has replaced Mr. Kabanda is a little known gentleman by the names of Ojaka Salama ko ate nonza ko gedde wano bamuyita neyo musajja a replacing the Kabanda at wait a bit
called
Twala something.
He represents Tenge country.
Yes, General, rather the Secretary General has been replaced by Honorable Fadil Twala from Tinge County. He has been little known.
Tinge County is in the Kapchoro district. Yeah.
To resign my being secretary, general secretary as PLU, one is because there are some people who are in PLU who think that I am the one who is blocking their chances of getting what they want. You know, there are some people in PLU who are there for other interests. Right? I can't. You want me to mention the people?
No,
or
just
interests?
the interest.
Money. Money. To call people.
Really?
Yeah. You give me money, I take you to Mos. But now they see it is Kabanda. Anyway, so you are blocking their chances of advancing their agenda. So those ones are there. They can kill you.
Doesn't that point to fault lines in a PLU, a lack of unity, lack of sense of purpose?
Yes.
Are you saying the PLU PRU actually has so many opportunities in it?
Not so many, but you know, a weevil, just one weevil can finish the entire bag of beans. So there can be a few pockets and they become a problem. And I would want to give them chances to see how they serve. Yeah, that is my main focus now. Is I want to concentrate on agriculture, my farms, and my people of Kasando. I think I have served enough. 2 years as General Secretary.
You cannot compare that to the duration you've been MP.
Sorry?
You cannot compare that to the number of years you've been an MP or in politics. MP,
you are managing 7 sub-counties. General Secretary of PRU, you are managing a country. You don't compare them. Never, never, never. 8 sub-counties to a country. No. The other one is bigger. You do allow some other people also to, I think it is important that that position is given to a person who does not have other responsibilities, like how NRM is doing. You are not, if you are an MP, do the MP work, so that this position is given to a person who is not an MP or who is not holding any other position.
Your principal.
Not yet discussed it, but I will.
You told me you notified me.
He has kept quiet. Yeah, but we shall agree. We shall discuss. Actually, a
consensus.
Yeah, compromising situations where you say, okay, this one I don't agree. Yeah, here you. And I take his advice seriously. Yeah.
PRU is like a terrorist organization. PRU is like a terrorist organization which is formed to make other people suffer. So I cannot say PRU is not a legal entity. It has no representation. It is not registered. It actually, even the structures he is talking about are not there. Those structures are illegal. How legal are they? Can he tell us what? How can a pressure group have a secretary general? It has never been there. A pressure group does not have a secretary general. I've been a secretary general of a party for the last 25 years. I've been in politics in opposition for all of that long. You cannot bring a registered political party to have structures of a registered political party. It is illegal. Is just holding that position, is taking up that period simply because it's the first son and the CDF by force. But legally, it has no legal basis. It is just an organization for people who are organizing themselves, want to swindle money from people. Recently, they got more than $1 billion shillings from innocent Ugandans. But it has no mandate of collecting any money from the people. He collected it. It is an organization that is sitting down to sit and see how people should be tortured. That is all.
Whereas individuals can, basobola okubeera nga batandika charity runs.
This is a
small organization.
That is not a charity. It is not a charity. It is not, let me tell you. But now Uganda temulowooza nti basiru. Byemukola byonna babiraba. Michael Mawanda gw'ogamba bamukwata nga bamusaze 162 billion shillings. Bali mututeko mubamuzaayo mu kooti. Is one of them. Toyota is his uncle. Okitegeera akola mulimu ki? Which business does? Those are the people dealing in the Ugandan gold, which is not indicated even in the budget. But bye Uganda okugimarawo. Okitegeera. And Mwenda is a person just of that kind who talks a lot, just stealing money from everybody.
He owns the independent, he's the old man of the clan.
So you don't even talk about Oyokojawo. Naye kwareseewo. Omulala gwaleseewo Karugire is mukondo miwe awasa mwanyina. Bebo is a clique of people sitting down for the purposes of unknown results, and they will continue to do that. Okay, so the PRU is something I can say. It is an organization for continuing with dubious business and issues of torture and discrimination to Ugandans. There is an issue that must be tackled. PLU must be dismantled, or it must be dissolved. Otherwise, it is going to create a problem. It is going to create a problem. PLU has no mandate of saying you have a Secretary General, you have a Central Executive Committee to do what? Are you a registered entity? Even a lawyer accepts to be in that kind of thing. No, and it is not a pressure group. It isn't. It isn't. It is doing political activities without the mandate of doing so. So how can Karujire be a part of that group? How can Karujire, among the others, I just talk about Edwin Karujire.
Maybe he did due diligence, not to get what
nothing.
Why would you say otherwise?
Nze nkubuulira oli kati bamuleeta olw'okuba mukodomi weeri gabeera wano naye bamufuga bufuzi okitegeera naye abantu abali mu Gonda eyo they are tainted with a lot of wrong issues, many of them. The Mawanda have a very concrete reason yagende India gagenze kuba yene Isaac Musumba notugondi babakwatirayo fe twekalakaasa ku embassy ya India basobole omutta. Such a kind of person nomuganti simanyi PLU tanna kyakola PLU. Where is PLU? By the way, PLU ekola mirimu ki? What does it do? What does it do exactly?
Go about them politics, you'd have told us.
No, there is nothing and they can't do
it. Was
nothing.
initially Yari MK. Then it morphed into PLU.
There is nothing they are doing. Ostegera kujjako okuplanninga okugamba nti oyojjako bamujewo tugume bamutte gundi bamukwate gundi ate biki ebirala walaba gundi nga bajjira ku Anita Among. Who was against Anita Among? Isn't it General Muhoozi together with his group? Kabanda, you saw what Kabanda said. Kati Kabanda byayogera byaki bamusudde tanambala yadde lyati nabanga lifaanana litya.
Maybe it was the trigger that forced the bullet out.
No, those
of
things
PLU.
are fake. Those things
but
are
that was Kabanda's plan.
Those are fake. What is he going to do? Teyasoma. That is the first thing. No, kitegeera. Secondly, aliawo tanana kyalina bayido Kabanda has nothing. Agamba yagaana obumbi kati yagaana bwaki bubiri kitundu. Singa atwala obumbi bubiri naye neyetetenkanya. He's a poor man. He refused the money. He has been dismissed. Kati waliwo ogamba ki? And it is the same thing. Nze nagamba gundi ono yabadde asaba obwa minister gundi Lawrence Muganga. Ne mugamba nti bw'ofunye kagundi ka citizenship ke Canada wagala kasuula ng'ojja mu gundi ya President Museveni.
Kijjukira wano kyogera.
Museveni ajja kukugoba within a few minutes akugube nga after 1 year n'omwaka obutawera ka citizenship ko bakasasizaamu omusajja obadde wano ng'oli muwejjere weeyiiya otandika ate kunoonya gy'obira nga tolabayo. Keep your citizenship of Canada, leave Museveni's cabinet. Temuri. It has nothing. It has no difference with PLU. Omwana ne taatawo bonna kyekimu. Bye bakola byeru. By the way, there is likelihood bagenda ku dissolving PLU. It must be dissolved.
That's what you foresee.
Yes, even the other time I told you. It will have to be dissolved. Otherwise, it cannot survive. Toyiza gamba togobye Kabanda, ogobye Gashumba, ogobye bonna ulinga agoba Abanyarwanda mpiro
Balamu yagenda Lilian Aba already yagenda
Abanyarwanda be bajuwete bawagira PLU.
People have been running for those numbers. Patriotic League of Uganda PO numbers. But might you know PO 001 General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, PO 002 Andrew Mwenda, PO 003 Michael Nwagira Toyota, PO 004 Edwin Karujire aboba bali naye soko owulire kano PO 005 Daudi Kabanda
off.
PO 006 Balamba Rugahara
off.
PO 008 Lilian Aber
off.
PO 0010 Frank Gashumba kakati PO 0012 Fadil Twala yatwale
era yatwara naye bamurese just for the purposes of showing that they are still countrywide. No, this is a family. This is a family. Abako benyini family abako na bemikwano be
Honorable Mawanda, rather Honorable Daudi Kabanda had already hinted recently that his time at PLU was almost coming to an end. Had he seen this coming?
Yes.
While the others like Gashumba have always been saying they are riding on the tide out forever until 2031.
Kabanda abadde eyita secretary general ebbanga lyamaze lyonna tasinkananga General Muhoozi face to face tamusinkanangako. Gashumba akugamba tasobola na kumala biseera bye nti akola appointment kusinkana Muhoozi kati kati olowooza pyero ye kati eba yakika kyeru gyotasobola kusinkana mukulu n'oyogera naye oli ali ku bibye namwe ye ne kitaawe. They are planning some other things. PLU is no more. It's not there. It isn't. Bantu mwenda bakola ebintu byawe. Antu mwendo yakoze emivuyo mingi. Yava ne wano n'agenda e Rwanda nga agenze ne Kagame akola ne Kagame. Actually bandi musibyeko ogwokubegera Rwanda. Kubanga yali Rwanda eyo nga gy'abeera ng'abeera ne Kagame almost all the time. Kati ndowooza yavaayo akomyewo wano. Kwegamba niweebuuza biki ne batufaanika tumwebaze simanyi na olubagenzi.
Kugamba mutino olweze Fadil Twala and the others. The others are dogged and binned.
Nze nopompera kwa akawumbi nti jangu mpero isigenda. Nopompa 1 billion. Tugume ndi mwavu ne
nga wano badde ogamba Kabanda lwaki yaganye 2.5.
Ne school fees sizirina ate yabadde gani siza PLU.
Ziriza.
Buda alita mogo yali yazimuwa.
Luli n'otugamba mutino senga General Sale yali akuwadde ku kantu wandi badde oyogera osobola okuganisa PLU.
Ate yakampa ze kugambibwa zireete sijja kgenda. Sigenda mu PLU. Olowooza ni yangana ogenda mu PLU. Nali sijjirawo. Nze nina muganda wange actually abadde MP we waffe Ruhama. Yali best man wange nali best man we. We are so close people. Yangamba jangu tugende mu PLU niga sigenda. Nagamba nze tugumondabiro wa wakiro okufa obwavu nga bwendi oba kufa ebirala bye baagala okunkola byonna neze tugume sigenda bintu bya kisiru ebifaanana bwe bityo. Kati Kabanda yonoonye ebise bye bamuvumbe bakoze batya kati why was he fighting with Chris Bariomus? Why was he doing that? For nothing.
He was telling you that he was in charge of the lists.
You are protecting and protectable, or you are protecting somebody who is already protected. Yarowooza nti naye olw'okuba nti yarowooza naye muhima oba mutoro Kabanda ye teyamanya nti eruutu size ziva walala ye n'alowooza nti naye ajja kubeerawo ava mu eri mu layini eyo. Tuliimu kirisa nti ndi muhutu tutambule ffe n'abahutu.
Talking about that subject, General Muhoozi earlier on, prior to the sidelining of all those individuals, had indicated plans to hold talks with Gashumba over his controversial remarks about alleged discrimination of Banyarwanda in Uganda. General Muhoozi tweeted that, "On my brother at Frank Gashumba threatening to start M23 in Uganda, we shall call him and discuss his issues in the PLU Central Committee." That now is not point of information.
Yes.
I outrank Ndugu Gashumba both in Rwanda and Eastern Congo. Muhoozi tweeted.
He
outrank. I outrank Ndugu Gashumba both in Rwanda and Eastern DRC.
But
Etegeza nti whatever Gashumba is talking about,
ye yasinga we
oli yabitegeera.
Ate kati ffe tetutandika yeri yekomu yawa. We are starting the one of Uganda.
You and who?
Me and Gashumba and others. We are going to do that. By the way, we must remove this regime. We must remove this government. Omanyimu omuti okubyogera mwe lawyer nkugamba.
Misprison of prison.
No, I'm telling you, we must remove. When we are talking of removing, we are not talking of removing using a gun. No, we can remove using anything. The Constitution allows, we can influence the members of parliament and then impeach the president. Impeachment. Hey, we impeach the president and remove him. or not, we can cause a peaceful demonstration under Article 29, Clause D. Free demonstration. Not kwata kone tugenda nitwekarakasa nitukujjako. We remove you. We have that capacity. No, kati gwegana tugambe Gashumba akunga abavandimwe nange kunga abahoro orabe kigenda okubeerawo. Oba abahoro tebaliyo. Supporting a message, support n'abali tubakunge tujje tubajjeko peacefully. We remove you peacefully and bring another government. We shall do that. Let them not joke. Let us not even talk about M23 of Congo. No, that one is a different issue. Even Rwanda, we have nothing to do with Rwanda. We have the capacity of removing this regime if it does not change. The Constitution gives us the mandate under Article 1. Power belongs to the people. We are Ugandans, and Uganda is in our hands. So we cannot just leave things continue like this. Violation of human rights, torturing of people. You know, whichever you are doing, we have that capacity of doing that. Peacefully. We are not going to use a gun, but we can peacefully remove the government. A constitution begamba. So, no wecho. Fili tulina buzibu, yogera byoyogera, kola byokola, na yokutocharinga bana Uganda, birekera awo. Chusaamu.
One for the road, Council to Gume. The one and only, now convict, Christopher Okello Oyum, who was sentenced to death for the murder of 4 toddlers at a daycare center in Gaba, has finally appealed both his conviction and sentence, arguing that the trial court failed to properly evaluate the evidence and wrongly rejected his insanity defense.
He's going to win that.
He has filed a notice of appeal before the High Court of Appeal, challenging the April 30 judgment of the High Court, which convicted him of murdering 4
and it was planned.
Children.
It was planned like that. He's going to be set free. He's going to be set. He's going to win the appeal. First of all, I've told you, when somebody commits an offense and is arrested, that person must be taken to police. What does it at police? What does he do at police? He records a statement. After recording a statement, a file is taken to RSA. Then, when it is sanctioned, the person is aligned before a magistrate, and that is at a magisterial level. Under Magistrates Courts Act, a person aligned before a magistrate shall only take plea and shall not even answer to any charges until he is committed to High Court. Did they follow that process? Did they? The man was not arraigned before the magistrate. The man was not sent for. The reason why a person can be sent for to be detained for some time is because they want to see that person, the character of that person, whether that person can actually change his position. Because some of the people say, I did not commit that offense. But within that period, you can do pre-bargain, you can do negotiations, you can do what, and then you come back and talk to the state and say, I'm sorry, I did this, but I beg to be leniently sentenced.
In his memorandum of appeal dated June 12th, Okello argues that the trial judge failed to properly assess the evidence before reaching a guilty verdict.
Yes.
That the land judge erred in law and fact that when she failed to properly evaluate the evidence before her, thereby arriving at a wrong conclusion and occasioned a miscarriage of justice.
Definitely.
He also challenges the court's rejection of his claim that he was suffering from a mental illness at the time of killing. The land trial judge erred in law and fact by not properly evaluating the medical evidence regarding the mental status of the appellant, thereby arriving at a wrong decision. Okello further argues that the death sentence imposed on him was excessive and should be set aside or reduced. those are his prayers. Yeah.
No, it might be reduced instead of being set aside. But if you find a judge like Murangira, Justice Murangira, or Justice Wamara, there are those who are very serious judges who will not even care but follow the law, what the law says. The man will win the case and will be set free. Because the processes were not followed. A person who owns the school, who owns that, did not even record a statement. Even those who said they were there watching, when you see somebody committing an offense and you did not do anything possible to prevent that person, you're also supposed to be charged. The match caller, they do not prevent a felony. So, which kind of judgment was that? Or thirdly, the president intervention to say, please, we are bringing this, and for the first time, it is a moving court. That was wrong. Where did it ever happen? Within a period of, I think, a month, weeks
was supersonic speed.
And that was wrong. They were hiding something, which will come out. They were hiding something. Whoever was involved in that thing was hiding something, but at one time it will come out. You can't kill for kids. You kill one, after stabbing that one, you go to another one, you stab. Were they seated in a circle? Had they gathered for something? You found them praying, because they would tell us the kids were praying in a circle. All the kids, you kill one, go to another one, go to the fourth one, go to the.
Natenga abana obabera murakas eno neno.
Bwana buduka. And second, no baba tebudu say, go ndiyo kayoka attraction. Engeri kyofumitono no mutirawo, no fumito mulala no mutirawo, no genda kumulala. Abana balinga bameka. Why did he kill only 4? Mwakola did you prevent him? Ebyo nabyo biri yawo. Omusajja avaatya ekyanja n'agenda n'avuga emmotoka n'atuuka eggaba ng'ali eggulu limu n'addayo gwokubiri n'alyoka tabantu. Why Gaba? Of all places. Ebyo byonna tebabifaako bwe bagenda bugenzi mu maaso. Twagala kumanya eyakola investigations kiki kye yasanga. Omusajja ava mu America n'ajja wano n'atandika kusula ekyanja. Yapangisa waatya ani yamufunira ennyumba eyo. You know, the arrest, you arrest as many as possible in order to scrutinize the person behind. Murder cannot be a lone action. You must be having someone associated to murder. Somebody who identified your school, there could have been that person. Somebody who either paid you to do that, there could be someone there. Ebyo byonna tebabifaako bo baagira bugizi nti ye yava ekyanja n'agenda egaba atabegaba. Abekyanja ga masomero gonna gali ku ssomero gonna weegali. Tegaliiwo. Many schools around here.
Weegali.
Ani teyagenda. There are many questions about Okello. He killed children, yes, but what was behind the killing? Who was behind that killing? Mumusaaga n'ensi naye mulimu ebintu bingi ebyetaagisa. Okimanyi nti mulimu abantu abaagala emitima egy'abaana abato, abaagala good kidney, abaagala biki.
Nate baba tebaagala kwa mwana afudde. Kati kukyakola.
Olowooza kati babatwalaga bafu oba batwala bataawo.
I wouldn't know.
Bagamba bafiiraawo. They died in the hospital. Nibo basala ne babajja mu bye baagala bimwe. Bayinza okutugamba nti babajjeyo batulago babyemu ebiri babaziika nabyo. Why did they remove them and where did they put them? Mukyali bintu bino by'okusaagirawa. Somebody can go and do something well knowing what is going to happen. Nga mulimu omwana w'omukulu ayagala omutima. Mundu mu bintu eby'okusaaga nga olwo yamutuma. Namugaffe tujja kuprotectinga omusango tukole bwetuti bwe tumaliriza bwetuti ogire. Gundi omwana wa Papete yafanga anoonya omutima gwakawumbikamu n'ekitundu. Wajja batunda emitima ng'ogyeko tugome. Bagitunda wa? Can they tell us where they wanted to go and buy it at 1.5?
Naye okimanyi mutino ffe abamu ku ffe tubadde balwadde ba mitima ate kakati oyogerera mu mitima gyaffe. Anti
kesizimbapuli nzibakolera eki? Nze nabireeta. Nze nagamba nti omutima gwetaaga akawumbikamu n'ekitundu. Ani yali agutunda gwali luddawa? Singa babu yazifuna baali bagenda kugugula luddawa. anawaayo emitima ne gibeerawo nga gyakawumbukamu n'ekitongole
ziri ku display.
Kati mwe mbagamba muri awo muri ku bintu byakola. People are killing others for different purposes. Ngakimanyi nti abagenda kutta nga tebannakola kirala kyonna bakuyole bakutwale mu ddwaliro bakusalemu omutima baguggyemu nga tegunnakola ki. Oli akuba essasi ne bakutwala nga bakututte ku muddwaliro okukwekebejja baba bakwekebejja ki. The person is dead. Abazadde weebali aw'okuziika weebali bagenda kwekebejja biki
bakola postmortem report
nze kankubuulire wano waliwo ekita bantu nga kibakola okimanyi nti bakola etteeka eritunda ebyenda by'omuntu okimanyi nti gyeri do you know that is there okimanyi nti nebanga bwe yafa gundi basalako akagundi bakatwala omusawo bamuyita nvuzu avuzuwo bamukwatira ku kisaawe yagenda yakatwala
yali ne minisita ki
ati let me tell you
onzivua something like
ludda wakati
Dr.
Azivo where is he?
What is he? Dr. Sylvester Onzivua. Hey, by 20 abadde akyaliwo around. He's around. Doctors never retire unless they retire.
Is he the Muragorian?
I wouldn't know.
Kati mukambabuliri. There are things that are happening and you people don't know. And some of those things are these killings that are going around. Nse waliwo omuvubuka yanyumiza. Nti yagenda yali anywedde enjaga yamukuba yamukuba n'agwa wansi teyajjukira ng'agudde naye we yajjukirira nga dokita atandise okwagala musala ng'ali mu mokyari n'akuba enduulu niwe omuntu anadduka yavaayo bwereere yandaga nti wano olaba kisyo kyali kintandisewa yadduka bwereere n'omwali weefiise dakiika 5 nga wawedde nga bakujeemudde ebyenda nze kyovala nagambiza ebyange kambitunde ng'akyali mulamu
naye Mr. Togoma okimanyi nti kino yateeka okuba pathologist yali amutandiseeko bajjemu bino ebintu bakole environment anti okubeera nga bakuteekamu eddagala bino ebirala bajjirewa wano ne bivaayo eno
sebo tebakuleka emulamu oba abantu mudwaliro eddala nga wafudde bakusala mpaka ku kigere era Sanders kwanga amazima
production kubaddeko Gilbert Ian wamu ne Case Juma. It has been a tremendous morning from where we started to how Tugume has thundered all the way. Until next time, God bless you. Goodbye. Kwayagala okwetanga n'abasajja watuga mtino obusengo bupya babuguddewo. Tugume, mind your business.
Ekibumba si kiramu kyo naye ebirala biramu ngenda bitunda.
Goodbye. God bless you.